Hi everyone, I'm Tanaaz from foreverconscious.com and this is your weekly energy forecast for the week of November 10th. So on November 11th, we unlock this very powerful number code. The 11th day of the 11th month gives us the number code 1111 or 1111. And I know that that is a very special and significant number for so many of us. When you see 1111 a lot, when you see it on the clock or as you're passing by, it indicates that you are in divine alignment, that you are on the right path, that your guardian angels are looking out for you. They are there for you. It might also have a special meaning to you as well. Something maybe you associate 1111 with a loved one that's passed away or with something important or special in your own life. But it is a number code of awakening, and one that we tend to see when we start journeying onto this spiritual path. So on the 11th day of the 11th month, a lot of us tend to celebrate that number pattern, that number code, celebrate what it means, and step into and trust that for whatever is going on for us, that we are in divine alignment and that we will be led, we will be guided, we will be able to step onto the truer path for ourselves. So it is a day of, I would say, ultimately alignment. Some people like to use it for manifestation, and that's fine too, but setting an intention of just getting aligned. Lead me where I need to be, guide me where I need to be, where I can be of highest service, where I can be my best self, where I can be my healthiest self, or whatever intention you want to put. It is a great day to sort of think about getting into alignment and, centering on your path, whatever it is that's going on for you, knowing that where you are right now is where you need to be, especially in this time, in this place, you are right where you need to be. So it is a great day to set intentions around that and to believe that for where you're at. So on the 15th, we have a lot of cosmic energy happening kind of more towards the end of the week. On the 15th, we have that Taurus full moon, and then we also have Saturn stationing direct, both happening on the same day on the 15th. We're going to feel the full moon all through this week. So general rule, we feel the full moon more so before it comes. With the new moon, we feel it more so after it comes. So we're feeling this full moon energy all through the week. This is a very volatile full moon. It has wild card energy. There is change energy around it. There's wild card energy around it, which means it's kind of a mixed bag of tricks. What will this full moon bring? It feels like some unsettling energy. Maybe you're already starting to feel that. Maybe you're feeling like your life has been turned upside down a little bit, that you just don't really know whether you're going left or right, forwards or backwards. It's just a little confusing. You have a lot of balls in the air, juggling a lot of things, and you're just not sure where things are going to land. Well, this full moon holds all of that. And really, what it's trying to get us to do, what it's trying to activate and evoke in us is trust, number one, but also awakening. And sometimes it takes shaking and things rumbling in our lives to get us to awaken to a higher truth, a different thought pattern, a different way of being, to get us to, evolve in our consciousness. The planet Uranus is very, very active with this full moon. Whenever we have a full moon and Uranus together, it's kind of a recipe for, I want to say crazy, but, just that kind of volatile energy. But really, Uranus is not just about crazy, all over the place energy. It's actually about awakening. And sometimes we need that erratic, turning our lives upside down energy in order to awaken to something deeper, something truer, something more meaningful for ourselves and our lives. It may not be clear to us straight away or right away. It may take days, it may take years, but this is sort of the highest octave of that this energy is trying to guide us to. It's trying to guide us to awakening, and with that awakening, us just stepping into a truer, more authentic place of being. And in fact, authentic is a very, very key word. Uranus is the planet of authenticity. It wants us to be our true selves. And where we have kind of ignored our true selves, that's probably where we're going to see the shaking. That's probably where we're going to get the awakening or the aha of like, you know what? It's time to change. It's time to do things differently. It's time to think differently. It's time to think outside the box. So this full moon does have some, well, up and down, unsettling energy around it. Maybe you're already feeling it. However, because it falls in the sign of Taurus, there is also this strong wave of grounding energy. So I would say tap into that wave, especially if you're feeling unsettled. Set your intention, move your energy towards being grounded. How can you do that? Spending time in nature is a wonderful way to get grounded. Just putting your bare feet flat on the floor, even in your own house, and just allowing yourself to feel that ground holding you and supporting underneath you. What else can you do to ground your energy? Earthing, standing barefoot in the grass, putting your back up against a tree, doing some yoga poses or Tai Chi or Qigong that is all about rooting and getting that, lower half of your body feeling secure. And actually anything that you can do to evoke feelings of safety and security can also be very, very grounding. Eating root vegetables can be very grounding if you think about where they're from. Anything that kind of anchors and roots you is a very powerful way to sort of counterbalance some of this wild card moon and Uranus energy. We may also be feeling, because full moons very much draw stuff out of us, so our emotions might be feeling a little all over the place. We might be feeling a little emotionally scattered as well, even if nothing is necessarily happening for us in our external lives. Internally, we may be feeling that wild card energy. So coming back to these grounding practices, leaning into some of that Taurus earthy energy is really going to help us create and find that balance. And if life does turn upside down for you under this full moon, really thinking about how you can take a minute to pause and look at things upside down and ask yourself, is it better this way? Is there something I'm not seeing? Is there something else I can see? How can I look at this as an opportunity to awaken and to see something higher, to see a bigger truth, to realize a bigger potential? And it might not happen straight away, it may take some time, but all things that you can do if you're struggling with this energy. Also, what is exciting is that Saturn goes direct on the 15th as well. Saturn is the Lord of Karma, but I also like to think of him as a master teacher planet. So when it's retrograde, you can kind of imagine that our master teacher is giving us our final exams. And once Saturn stations direct, we're done. We've graduated. Hopefully we have passed those exams. And it is said that when Saturn stations direct, we get our rewards, our the treat for having to go through the exam or the lesson. So this could bring some good energy, some good resolving of things that we've been struggling with since June of this year. It can bring clarity, guidance, and maybe even some rewards, especially if you've been doing something, working hard on something since June of this year. So that is our energy for the week ahead. As always, I am now going to pull a card from my deck, which is currently sold out, but will be available again for you next year when I return from maternity leave. But if you would like to get your hands on something, the moon calendar for 2025 is available on Etsy, so check that out. Okay. All right, so as I shuffle, I'm just setting the intention for the card that can bring the most guidance and support to everybody out there, everybody watching, based on our Taurus full moon, Saturn direct. All right, what have we got? A little jumping card. Earth. Okay. This is the card of Earth, and I don't know if you can see on the bottom there, but the key word that comes with this card is home. And the reason I wanted to put planet Earth in this deck of cards is because we talk so much about the energy of all these other planets and how they influence Earth, but we are also influencing, and we are also, feeling in so much to our own home planet. And sometimes it's easy to forget that. So I'm looking through the little booklet that comes with the cards. Earth is our home planet and the playground of our soul journey in this life. So whether you feel like this is your home or not, for this lifetime it is. And we as souls all chose to be here at this time for this journey. You have drawn this card as it is time to reconnect with this planet and all that it has to offer. There are many struggles, tragedies, traumas, and pains that come from living on this planet, but there is also a lot of beauty, art, love, connection, and pleasure. This card is asking you to connect with all of it and to recognize that all of the struggles mixed with the beauty is what makes life whole. This card can also be your reminder to reconnect with nature, to spend time outside. It's funny, we did speak about that. Honor your time on Earth's playground and make the most of what this planet has to offer. Remember, your soul chose Earth at this time for a reason. So additional meanings of the card, I'll read a couple there. It's spend time in nature, feel more at home with yourself, explore a new part of the earth you haven't seen before. It might also be a great thing to do this week. Find gratitude for all that earth has to offer, ground your energy. We talked about that as well. Recognize your soul chose to come to earth at this time in its history. Understand that the struggles our planet faces are connected to your soul journey. Be of service to earth and turn your despair into hope. Well, hopefully there is something in that resonated for you wherever you're at, whatever's going on in your life, whatever struggles you've had this week coming up or last week even. Hopefully you can find and feel that sense of homeness within yourself. All right. You enjoy the week. I'll see you on the other side of this full moon. I'm Tanaaz from foreverconscious.com. Thank you so much.